Okay, welcome to my first video actually, a bit of an impromptu video. I'm just going to be doing a brew day today. The kids and the wife have gone out actually this morning, so I thought I'd take the opportunity to contribute to the brewing community. So here we go. I'm doing it on my phone, as you could probably tell, so apologise if it's crap. But we'll give it a go. I just wanted to first kind of run you through my setup, and in particular, I suppose, the Bulldog Brewer version 3. Nice bit of kit. I actually got this second hand off off eBay, so I got it a bit cheaper than I would normally anyway from the shop. But yeah, they're a lot cheaper than the Grainfather, and they're pretty much doing exactly the same thing, to be honest, from what I can tell. Maybe not as sleek in design and all that kind of stuff, but pretty good going. Overall, I've had a lot of successful brews with it. I say a lot, I've had about 5. The guy before me, I think he'd done about 15, so he's putting a decent shift, and hopefully it'll last me a bit longer before I need to upgrade. So yeah, quick review, go through the setup and whatnot, and we'll see how we get on. So as you can see, there's the Bulldog Brewer, nicely embossed in the front. A ball cock valve at the bottom, with, I think it's almost like an outdoor tap type fitting, with an extra barb fitting on the end. So obviously the water and stuff can come out. I know it's pronounced wort, but I'm not saying that. I feel like a tit. Nice digital display. I think it's a 2.5 kilowatt heating element, and you can change the power. And I might show you this in a little bit, but you can change the power. I think it's in 100 watt increments or 100 kilowatt increments, which is really good actually for when you're coming up to temperature, firstly, and secondly, when you're at the boil, you can kind of reduce the temperature, so you're not kind of having too vigorous a boil and losing all your kind of water, I guess. Which I have got a T500 still, and I have used a boiler for boiling beer, and you can't reduce the power on it, so you end up losing extra litres of precious beer, and we don't want that. So another nice feature of it is, like I say, you can kind of turn the power down slightly, which is great. Okay, as you can see aside there, the markers, I might come on to that a little bit later. It's difficult to see what level you're hitting when you're kind of doing your sparge. I'll show you that a little bit later, hopefully. You can see in there, there's the temperature probe, and the fitting for the ball cock valve, all nicely welded and whatnot, and yeah, not any problems with that at all. You might be able to see around here, you've got this rim, which is removable, or is it? So you can remove it there. What that does is it holds the grey basket in place. I'll just leave it in there for now. Very tightly sprung, and holds obviously a lot of weight. So here is the grain basket. Keeps all your grains nicely contained, so you've not got grains going everywhere, which is a nice feature. And when you come to the sparge, you can lift the grain basket up to drain. You can do that in 2 stages. So first stage, let it have a bit of a drain, because obviously it is quite heavy. So you can do it in 2 stages and have a minute halfway through, I suppose. And there you go. And then you can sparge on top of it. Put that back down there for a minute. Right, what are the other bits and pieces? Oh, I've not put it together right. Hold on. have actually got a bazooka filter as well to filtrate any stray grains. So I'm trying to do this one-handed, so it's really difficult. So apologise. There you go. So that goes on first. In the grain basket. Okay. Now we've also got this. Screws into that little screw thread down here. Doesn't make any noise. And this serves two purposes. One, it's got this little kind of cap or nail thing that goes in here. So when you're mashing in, it stops all the grains from going down here and into the bottom of the boiler, which you don't want. So that goes on there. Once you've mashed in, you take that off and you can start recirculating the wort. Well, I said I weren't going to say that, didn't I? What an idiot. The wort. So the water, as you're recirculating, if the wort kind of what's wrong with me, goes above this, it'll just fall back down into the bottom, and the water will continue recirculating. That's that. Nice and simple, nice and straightforward. Is it called RIMS, which is an unfortunate acronym, I suppose. Recirculating Infusion Mashing System. I think that's right. Don't hold me to that. Okay, what else have we got? So that's the lid. Nothing special about that. And what we've got here, and I suppose I said it serves two purposes, didn't I? I suppose it's three purposes, because this is your sparging plate. And that just slides onto there, and you can see it's got a couple of little notches. Where is it? I don't know if you can see that. There you go. It's a bit out of focus, but and that just kind of means that it doesn't slide all the way down. It's quite tight, and you can push it down in increments. So when you've mashed in, you can rest that on top of the grain bed. And when you start in, you can lift it up a bit higher, put water on top of here, and then I suppose it just kind of sprinkles the water, your sparging water, and distributes it evenly. So you've got a nice, even distribution for sparging, so a bit more effective than batch sparge. Okay. What else came with the Bulldog Brewer? I shall show you. So, nice little water chiller and piping, and a little handle as well, and that's for picking a grain basket up. That's pretty heavy, but that's clipped in there, and on the same side on that side, same thing on that side, and you can lift it up. So happy days. So nice and easy, and obviously we've got the lid as well. And if I get a chance, like I said, I'll show you this in action a little bit later. So the top like that. What the hell's that hole for? You're probably thinking, if you've not seen this before. Well, we've got down here in this miasma of wires, a little, I think it's a brushless pump, I want to say, maybe magnetic, I don't really know the difference. Only a fairly basic pump, looks a bit shit to be honest. And I know from watching a few of the brew tube community, I think it was Peter Hodge, I want to say, he has or had, I think he's still got a Bulldog Brewer, but his pump, well, yeah, it broke, and I think he replaced it with a decent one. But to be fair, I mean, it's still working, like I say, after quite a few brews, and hopefully today's not the day that it busts on me. So it does a job. So all it does is it pushes on here. So I'm trying to do this one-handed, so it's pretty awkward. Push it on. put it on a bit better later. Whoa, 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 whoa. And it just goes in there, and it just hooks in and rests in very nicely. And when you want to check if it's actually recirculating, you can just lift it up quite easily and see with it splashing everywhere. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it, to be honest. Like I say, I might, if I get a chance, show you some of the brew day, show you the Bulldog Brewer in action. So yeah, like I say, it's been an impromptu video, to be honest, and I apologise if it's a bag of shit. But yeah, I thought I'd give it a go and contribute to the brewing community. I know I've benefited a lot from watching a lot of your videos out there, and had a laugh as well. So maybe I can add something back to you and give something back to you all. So yeah, I'll leave it at that, I think. It's just gone 10 o'clock in the morning, so unfortunately I'm not having a beer, which is disappointing, and I'm on the cordial, which is just grim. So yeah, love you and leave you. See you later, bye.